everybody. It's Olivia Sheldon with LiviaWell, and I'm here with Anthony Flynn, and we're here to discuss my LiviaWell Life Bars, which I think are both nutritious and delicious. I think you'll agree. And I've created these bars with Anthony, who has really been wonderful in guiding me through that process, and he prepares these bars for me. So welcome, Anthony. Thanks so much for talking with us tonight.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having me here. I have to say I love the bars you've created, and I'm just very excited to be able to help you get the word out to everybody about how great these bars are.
Excellent, excellent. So I wanted you to be able to give our audience a little bit of information about how you actually make the LiviaWell Life Bars. Like, what's the manufacturing process from start to finish? So when I send over a request for these bars, kind of what's going down in your kitchen, your professional kitchen? What's happening?
So at U-Bars, we create all of the bars by hand. So we actually have a fantastic staff that's dedicated and that are chefs that have been making thousands and thousands of different types of custom bars. And what they have been able to do is, working very closely with you and what you're looking to get into your bar, we've been able to go from the start, which is choosing the ingredients. And in your bar, you have fantastic, amazing organic ingredients such as almond butter, dates, agave, non-GMO, soy protein powders, and even cacao nibs. That we put those ingredients together. We mix them. We work with the fresh ingredients that we get delivered weekly, and formulate that into a delicious bar with the exact moisture content that is ideal for these ingredients.
Awesome. Where do you get these organic ingredients? Are they from local sources? I'm assuming you've got top quality sources giving you these wonderful ingredients. Yeah.
Yes, we have fantastic suppliers. For quite a few of them, we go directly to the source. So for our organic dates, we actually go to Oasis Date Garden, located in Thermal, California, and we actually pick up the dates there directly. We are able to talk to the farmers. We're able to test the quality of the product before we bring it back to our facility. So each ingredient, different. We have a wonderful rapport with all of our suppliers, and we have a very strong feeling against any kind of unnatural things in our ingredients, such as sulfur dioxide or corn syrup or any other preservatives out there. We just don't want it, and we want to maintain the quality of our ingredients to the highest standard.
Yeah, I love that there aren't any fillers in the bar. I mean, it's pure, true, top-quality ingredients, and that's what we offer with the LiviaWell Life Bars. So after you've put my ingredients together, then what happens next?
So what we do is after we mix it, we have our quality assurance testers actually examine every bar that comes out. So they actually look over the bars for texture to make sure it's not too dry or too wet, to make sure that there's an even number of all these various ingredients in each bar, so that there's not too many chocolate chips in one bar and not enough in another bar.
Right.
We make sure that the color looks good and that it's a solid bar. So once we do that, then we actually press it out into and do that by hand. We actually hand press these bars so that they are the exact size that you're looking for. So your bar is a 55-gram bar. So we actually weigh those out and actually press those out into the bar shape, each one. Once that's completed, then we actually go through the packaging stage where we actually use our packaging equipment and individually wrap each one of these bars so that they are locking that freshness. And that same day, as soon as we produce it, we actually ship it out as well, so that it's not sitting around our warehouse. It's not getting old or stale. It's fresh every single time we make it.
Well, I can tell you, having eaten personally so many of your bars daily and receiving all the shipments, they definitely are as fresh as you can get it. I've eaten many other bars that taste like sawdust, unfortunately, off the shelves from other stores before I was lucky enough to create and find the bars we've done together. And these are fresh. It literally tastes homemade. So did you and your mom start this company? Is that right? Like, who's making my bars? Who's in the kitchen making the bars with you?
So my mom and I did start the company. We started in 2006. We were actually just very tired of seeing all these bars on the shelves that we didn't want to eat. You know, we saw corn syrups or just junk in the bars. So we started making our own bars, and after many years of doing this, our friends started saying, hey, these are really good bars. Would you make mine with no coconut or extra protein? And so we started kind of learning how to make other people's bars, and we've just grown it from there. And now we actually have a fantastic staff of about 30 people, and we have a few head chefs who've been working with us from day one, and my mom and I still oversee the quality and still get in the kitchen and help produce these bars ourselves. So it's a wonderful collaborative effort amongst our entire staff to create these bars.
Excellent. And you've got taste testers, so they're everybody's. I mean, I love the quality control that you have before the bars actually going out the door. So you have somebody that tastes these bars and says, yes, these are great, or no, they're not. So all my LiviaWell Life bars are sampled before they head out the door. Is that right?
Yes, every batch, there's somebody who's there who's going to just make sure that after it looks great and it's the right moisture content and everything, they'll make sure it tastes great as well.
Awesome.
Which is seems like a very fun job for somebody to do.
It is fun. It's just like hanging out with your mom baking in the kitchen. You just kept going.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I love the ingredients that I was able to put into my bars. We've got really exotic, interesting ingredients. The pumpkin seeds, which are organic. I mean, those are great. Everybody's talking about these omega-3s nowadays. It's just hype. It's the news, these superfoods. And I've got the pumpkin seeds and the flax seeds in my bar. And I just love that quality that you're able to offer that. So thank you for offering
Wonderful.
These great ingredients.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to ask you, how did you come up with the combination of ingredients that you have in these bars?
Well, it was certainly a process. We all think that we're getting the nutrition that we're supposed to be having in our daily diets, these essential vitamins and minerals and nutrients. And I think we're all trying to eat healthier these days, at least I hope we are. But I don't think that I know we're not getting the nutrition that we need in every meal during the day. So I really think of this bar as kind of a supplement for the day. And that's why I chose these ingredients. I wanted it to be something that would fill the gap, the perfect amount of fat and protein and carbohydrates, so you've really got that right balance going to keep you from eating the other junk that's out there. And again, to fill in the gap when we think that we're eating really healthy, but we're most likely not getting those vital nutrients that we need. So also, I just wanted to tell you how great your bars are at curbing hunger. I know I've got a lot of clients and myself and probably you running a business. You want to keep your energy really stable throughout the day, and you don't want to end up snacking on the junk foods like you were talking about that has corn syrup and so many fillers. So when I found your bar and we were able to create the LiviaWell Life Bar together, I was just very excited about the possibility that we could have something that was really nutritious and healthy and able to fill in the gap and curb the hunger. And one of my priorities is that something tastes good. I don't know about you, but it's important that a bar tastes good. So have you tried the sawdust bars out there? They're not really that inviting, are they?
No, not at all. They're horrible. It's almost a chore to eat them down.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I found the perfect combination. I've got the almond butter that's really smooth and creamy, and the chewy dates, and I put a few chocolate chips in there, the semi-sweet organic chocolate chips, and that kind of helps my ladies love their chocolate, so that gives you a little bit of chocolate, but it's not too sweet. I think that's the beauty, is that it's some of the other bars that I was eating, they were really heavy, and this bar kind of has that perfect amount where it's going to give you the energy, and it's light enough that you can enjoy it, but without feeling, completely, so you're satiated, but you're not stuffed. You don't feel kind of sick to your stomach after you've had the bar. I've had a lot of negative experiences with other bars, so I have to say, I really created this for myself and for all the people out there who are really tired of eating yucky bars or bars that weren't fulfilling their nutrition needs and requirements. So, I've been lucky enough that, everybody that's tried these bars is just madly in love with them. And I definitely went through the process of, trying some of the different mixtures and ingredients out and kind of coming up with this, what I think is the perfect combination. So, and everybody enjoys them. I've got my stay-at-home moms and corporate executives and people on the go and high-level athletes. They're truly perfect for everybody. So, I don't know if you can say that about most bars, but I can definitely say that about my LiviaWell Life bars. They're delicious.
Very nice. Well, now, why would you say that they're better than other bars out there?
Well, as I mentioned, I've tried all the other bars, and this is really the bar that kind of solves the problem of, I'm missing all these vital nutrients. What is going to give me everything that I need and more? And my nutrition facts speak for themselves. We've got 10 grams of protein in here. And eating this bar, which is 235 calories, it's got 4 grams of fiber. You're getting some fiber, you're getting your protein. I love that it has iron, so 21% of your iron for the day, and eating this, which would be a snack. I actually eat a bar every single day because I'm on the run. I teach a million yoga classes, and a lot of my clients are also on the run. And instead of going for, some sort of hamburger joint that you probably shouldn't be stopping at or grabbing a snack from a snack machine, I have my bar in my car, in my bag at all times. So it's really been a saving grace for me personally and for everybody else that I have given these bars to and people who buy them. They love, love, love these bars. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about, you offer some gluten-free, because in my bars I've got the gluten-free crunchy rice cereal, but I love the consistency. Like, I'm really excited about that it's kind of creamy and that you can add the crunchy gluten-free rice cereal, because everybody wants a little crunch, because I had done it without the rice cereal at first. And I had my class doing all these taste testings, and they wanted a little crunch. So as soon as I added it in, it was like, oh, this is the winning combination, the crunch and the smooth texture of the almond butter. Tell me a little bit about ingredients that you're able to offer that are kind of specialty ingredients, like the gluten-free crunchy rice cereal. Maybe you can tell me, where do you get that from, or what was the inspiration for that?
We tried all these different, we were looking for something that would give the bars a little bit of a crunch, a healthy crunch, kind of like a Rice Krispie. And we just wanted a higher quality Rice Krispie, and we found this, gluten-free crunchy rice cereal, and it goes so well in the bars. It maintains a nice crunch in your bar, even after being in your bar, being mixed with the moisture of the dates and the almond butter, still maintains that crunch. And the ingredients are fantastic. So it's just it's a wonderful combination of an ingredient that goes well with pretty much any bar out there. And I noticed that you have the all-one vitamin infusion in your bar as well, which I have to say, I can't say enough about how great it is. We went with All One as a company. It's a fantastic company, and we went with their rice-based vitamin formula. So it's effectively a multivitamin that helps give you the higher amount of iron in your bar, as well as a bunch of other, very essential vitamins and nutrients and minerals into your bar. So you have essentially a multivitamin in your bar, as well as all the other nutrients you're getting from the healthy, natural, organic ingredients. So it's a great one, and it also does not have, we've tried many different types of vitamin formulas put into the bars, and all of them had a very metallic taste to it. And this actually gives it no taste, no negative taste at all. And you still get the same benefits from it. So it's really, really nice to have.
If you're getting the benefit of the vitamins and you don't have to have the taste or even take a vitamin in the morning, I mean, that's the best. It's the best of both worlds. So you really did your research, it sounds like, going through the process of trying different things. You didn't just go with the first, organic company that showed up or the first vitamin company that said, hey, put our vitamin in there. You really did some homework here to find really the best and top quality ingredients, didn't you?
Absolutely. My mom and I would actually go to Whole Foods regularly and actually try all the different, off the shelves, try all the different nut butters. We would try all the different vitamin powders. We're talking about everything. And we'd find what company was making that one, and then we'd contact them. And sometimes, they would offer a wholesale, and sometimes we would actually just buy it retail. There were quite a few ingredients where we were actually just, and still are, just buying retail just because we cannot find that same quality in the wholesale level. So,
and people don't do that.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah. Absolutely not. People are always about the dollars and cents. And it's,
they're going to sell out and try to get the cheaper price instead of going for the top quality. So good for you.
Exactly.
That must have been a lot of belly aches trying out all those ingredients.
Yeah. Some ingredients are better than others, I'll tell you that. But yeah, there were a lot of tough days where I know that when we were sampling different chocolate chips, that was a fun time. But I definitely got a little stomachache from too much chocolate.
The pains of making the perfect bar, right?
Exactly. It's wonderful. I guess what really sets us apart as a company, and why we're so thrilled to be working with you and somebody who sees that same vision, is that dedication to quality. Not only in just an ingredient level, but an actual manufacturing process. Taking the time. There are other manufacturers out there, and the minimum run out there is usually about 50,000 bars per flavor, and you just can't hit that same level of quality control. It becomes more mechanized. It becomes something that if there's something off with the texture of an ingredient or a moisture level of an ingredient, it will change that, and it will have a negative flavor to it. Also, when you're dealing with such large manufacturers, it requires people to buy these bars in massive quantity and then try to sell them over the next 6 months, year, couple of years. So oftentimes when people are consuming these bars, the bars have been sitting on the shelves or in a warehouse for 6 months to a year before you eat them. And the nutrients are getting lost, the bars are becoming stale, becoming dry. So what we do is we actually are constantly making fresh products. So we never have any of these warehouses of products. So as soon as it gets ordered, we produce it. And that's something that's been, something that really sets us apart from our other manufacturers.
Absolutely, and I can taste the freshness in the Life bars. They're just, they're top of the line every time I eat a bar. Definitely the best. I wanted to tell you a funny story about a friend of mine. His name is Garrett, and he is an executive here, top executive in the D.C. area, busy guy. I don't get to hear from him very much because he is so busy, but I did talk to him about a week ago, and I said, was so excited about my bars, and I said, you've got to try these. These are amazing. And he said, hey, well, I'm going on a business trip. Maybe you can mail me some. So I mailed him some bars to a hotel in Arizona. And he called me about 2 days ago, and he said, I just wanted you to know that I ate one of your bars this morning, and I've only gotten 3 hours of sleep. I went on an 8-mile run, and I don't know what's in there, but they're magic. It was amazing. So I just thought that was really cool that here's this guy that's, too busy for everything and anything. And he took time because he was so excited about that bar to call me and let me know just how good it was. He said, it was fresh. And so here your bars are really making an impact. And my friend Garrett got to run 8 miles that morning. So that was really
That
cool.
is fantastic.
Yeah,
That is fantastic.
It's just, it really is, I think, for, everybody's so busy now, and I've got lots of moms that are driving their kids around to this practice and that practice, and they don't have time to eat. They're not getting their nutrition. I mean, who has time to sit down and eat like 20 spinach salads? I mean, and nobody even wants to eat that. Which brings me to those macro greens, which I am so impressed with, because my first yoga teacher used to make us drink wheatgrass juice shots, which are so gross that one time I actually even threw up. But these macro greens that you put in there, if you think about, I mean, who wants to eat spinach powder and spirulina powder and barley grass juice powder? Even though these are superfoods and so great and what we need for our system, our body, our nutrition, our energy. And here you've got these macrogreen superfood pumped into these LiviaWell Life Bars. And what inspired that? And where did you get the macrogreens? Did you go through that same taste testing process? Because if you're trying all those things on the shelves, the macrogreens had to have been rough.
Yeah, we tried every single one of these greens formulas. That was one of the harder things to try of everything. But it was very important for us because, our clients were saying, it is very important for them to get their green formulas. And so we tried, brand after brand, and we finally came with macro greens, and it is delicious. I mean, it is absolutely delicious. As greens go, it's phenomenal. And so we've been, very, very happy with that.
I can't even taste them in the bar, and to me, that's success. I'm like, I don't mind. I love spinach salad, but with, a nice heavy dose of the greens and not even having to taste it, all I taste are the chocolate chips, cranberries, raisins, and the crunchy rice cereal. So, and the almond butter. I taste all the good stuff that I've got in there. So I like that we kind of sneak in the macro greens and the vitamin infusion, and you're getting all the nutrition that you need and all the missing essential vitamins and minerals, but you don't know it. So you don't have to taste it. You don't have to suffer through it, right?
Yeah, it's because all the other flavors, all the other ingredients in your bar are just so, vibrant in flavor that it makes it so it's, the greens can get in there without offending your taste buds.
Yes, and what's great just for my customers and consumers to know is that you make the bars basically in the kitchen and you ship them right to me, and then they can buy them right from me. So it's just wonderful that it's not, like you said, sitting in a warehouse somewhere for weeks and weeks and not getting eaten or used when they're fresh and ready to go. I mean, I haven't found such an amazing bar until we created these life bars, and I really feel like they give you life. I mean, it's kind of energy wrapped up. So it's been great that you've helped me with this process. So I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you know the benefits of the cinnamon and ginger, but they're, a great anti-inflammatory, and so many people will have these inflammation diseases and issues going on. Was that part of, maybe why you brought, in other words, when you thought of these ingredients, were you thinking of it for health and nutrition? Were you going for both of those, or did you know about the anti-inflammatory effect and you thought, hey, let's offer ginger and cinnamon for the bars?
Yeah, actually both. We thought that not only from a health standpoint, I mean, the health benefits from cinnamon and ginger are fantastic, but also just from a flavor standpoint. It's nice to be able to kind of mix up the flavors, and we were having a lot of our customers say, asking for these. So, we went out, we searched for good ginger powders and good cinnamon powders, and make sure there's no fillers, no junk in there, and we've come across really good ones, really quality ones. We're very, very happy with them.
Yeah, I definitely love. I mean, that's what I want to give people ultimately. To have balanced health is that it's important, since we're missing all these nutrients in our diet. If we can eat a bar that's only 235 calories and perfect at 3 p.m. when we're about to fall asleep at our desk, or tired running the kids all over town, or you're an athlete getting ready to head out for a long bike ride. I mean, if you can give everybody something that tastes good and is nutritious, and we can kind of curb hunger. I feel like we're really hitting it from both ends, where we're getting the health benefits, which are phenomenal and needed, much needed in our diet, and we're also getting the yummy taste, because at the end of the day, you don't want to. It's like great to hold my nose and drink that wheatgrass juice, but I'd rather have something that tastes really yummy and happens to be good for me. When would you have one of my LiviaWell Life Bars? When does that fit into your day?
I love it for, after breakfast. So I have my breakfast in the morning, then to help me get to my 1 o'clock lunch, it's the perfect time, somewhere around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It just kind of keeps my blood sugar going, gives me that extra bit of nutrients. It's, and because it tastes good, a nice little treat, actually. So
it's like a snack, right? It's a snack.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect snack. Or there are times when I'm in meetings all day and I can't get out for lunch or even dinner at times, and it's just nice to be able to grab it one of the bars and just enjoy it. And literally, as soon as you have it, your body feels better. Your blood sugar comes back. You feel that bit of protein. You have fiber. You have the fat. You have it all into that one bar. It's just really nice. It's a really nice thing, and you know that you're doing something healthy for your body as well, which is also the real added benefit. It's like you feel good about eating it. It's a great alternative to junk food, a bag of chips, cookies, or any number of things that would be a big offender.
Right.
How about yourself? When do you eat your bars?
Well, on different times. It's usually the lull, in between lunch and dinner is usually my main time that I'll have it, right around, it's at 3 o'clock, because I'll eat some breakfast and then, or even on the road for lunch. Just like you, I really do eat it whenever, and sometimes I'll eat 2 in one day. But, the old saying, the apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, I feel like I've replaced that with my LiviaWell Life Bars. Keep the doctor away. Because I'm definitely feeling better, and I've had a lot of reports from everybody else who eats these bars, just the energy that it gives them. I've got one client, his name's David. He's got a stressful job. Everybody in DC's got stressful jobs. So if you have stress, this is a great little release. It gives you your, fulfills the craving that you need when you're starving somewhere, and it's, like you said, safe and healthy to eat. But so David, he's stressed out all the time, and so he goes and plays golf. And since I've given him these bars, he purchases them after the sampling. He just loved them so much. He's a regular consumer. So he goes out for a golf game, and he says, I have to have my bars. So if he knows I'm not going to see him for a week, he's like, I'm going to need a whole box of bars. I'd have to have my bar with my golf game. It's funny. It's almost like an equal success for his golf game now that, he's got his bar when he's 18. I don't play golf, but 18 holes seems like walking around for a long period of time that, he needs his energy for a good swing. So he's got to have his life bar with him for a good golf game. So I thought that was kind of nice that, David's into the bars too. Golfers. You got dads, you got moms giving their kids these bars for their, a lunch or a snack instead of having to have a bad snack. Why not have a kid asking for something that's really tasty? So, Anthony, I just want to thank you so much for talking with us and telling us all about these wonderful LiviaWell Life Bars that you've helped me create and the organic ingredients that are in there, packed chock full. We're really inspired to go out and eat these bars. As definitely one a day. And thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me, and I so appreciate your love for your bars, and we just are so honored that we have been able to find you and meet you and be able to work with you to create and to spread the word about such healthy, delicious energy bars and real food. That's what we're all about is, no synthetic. It's real, delicious food and real substance. And it's great that you're able to, have created such a wonderful bar.
Thank you, Anthony. You've been awesome. Have a wonderful night.
All right, you too. Take care.